It's October 30th, 1975. Your mom's hands are sticky. The counter's covered in popcorn balls. She's made 200 of them. Tomorrow night, every kid in the neighborhood will get one. This was Halloween before 1982 changed everything. Halloween was always about store-bought candy. But before 1982, it was something else entirely. It was the night your mom spent hours in the kitchen making magic. Kitchen covered in melted caramel, sticky popcorn, food coloring everywhere. Your mom's hands cramping from wrapping treats. Why? Because every kid in the neighborhood expected homemade. Because Halloween meant baking for 3 days straight. Because nobody trusted factory candy more than Mrs. Johnson's popcorn balls. This wasn't just cooking. This was community. The night when every mother became candy maker. Every kitchen became workshop. Every treat carried someone's name. Then came the poisoning scares. The fear, the warnings, and overnight, homemade Halloween died. Factory-sealed packages won. Mothers' hands stopped making magic. But our moms and grandmas remember. Today, I'm taking you back. When Halloween wasn't about individually wrapped candy. It was about sticky fingers, messy kitchens, and treats made with actual love. Stay with me. These 25 forgotten treats tell the real story of Halloween before corporations took over. Number 1. Popcorn balls. This wasn't just popcorn. This was neighborhood currency. Popcorn balls were what every kid hoped to find in their bag, homemade, sticky, perfect. 1950s through early 1980s, when popcorn balls dominated Halloween. Before stranger danger killed homemade treats, when Mrs. Henderson's orange-tinted balls were legendary across 3 blocks. Linda Martinez made 200 popcorn balls. October 30th, 1975, suburban kitchen, Phoenix. Hands already cramping, but neighborhood kids expecting her famous treats tomorrow night. Pop fresh corn, cook sugar syrup with butter and vanilla. Pour over popcorn, shape into balls with buttered hands. Wrap each one in wax paper or cellophane. During 1970's Halloween peak, millions of mothers made identical batches simultaneously. Kitchen counters nationwide covered in identical sticky spheres. Community connected through shared recipes and burning hands. Simple popcorn transformed into Halloween treasure. Molasses or corn syrup binding kernels into perfect spheres. Each ball representing hour of labor, sticky mess, mother's dedication. Linda's popcorn balls became neighborhood tradition. Kids trading stories about whose mom made the best. Competition, driving innovation, food coloring, different flavors, creative wrapping. Every ball carried message. Halloween meant homemade. Treats meant someone knew you, cared enough to make something. Community tasting like caramel and popcorn. Number 2, caramel apples. They called them candy apples, but caramel apples were superior. This was autumn's perfect treat crisp apple, drowned in smooth caramel, rolled in nuts. 1960s, 1980s, when every Halloween party featured caramel apple station, before pre-made versions appeared in stores. When making them was Halloween ritual, as important as carving pumpkins. Dorothy Chen prepared 50 caramel apples. October 29, 1971, San Francisco kitchen, Granny Smith apples waiting, caramel bubbling dangerously hot. Church Halloween festival, depending on her contribution, wash apples, insert wooden sticks firmly, melt caramels with milk, or make caramel from scratch. Dip each apple roll in chopped nuts, or leave plain, cool on wax paper. During post-war suburban boom, caramel apples represented prosperity, fresh fruit wrapped in luxury candy. Halloween becoming celebration of abundance after wartime deprivation ended, tart apples transformed under sweet coating, caramel cooling into chewy shell, nuts adding crunch and sophistication. Simple fruit becoming special occasion treat. Dorothy's apples sold out within an hour. Other mothers requesting recipe, technique tips, caramel temperature secrets, community knowledge spreading through church basements and PTA meetings. Every apple represented craftsmanship. Perfect coating without bare spots or drips required skill. Love measured in caramel temperature and patience. Number 3, homemade candy corn. This wasn't store-bought. This was kitchen chemistry. Homemade candy corn tasted completely different, softer, creamier, worth the incredible effort required. 1950s, 1970s, when ambitious mothers attempted difficult candy making, before candy corn became cheap commodity, when making it yourself meant Halloween bragging rights. Margaret Walsh tackled candy corn recipe, October 27, 1968. Chicago kitchen, candy thermometer ready, 3 colors of fondant prepared. Most mothers wouldn't attempt this complexity. Cook sugar syrup to softball stage. Divide into 3 batches, color each one yellow, orange, white. Layer in triangle molds or shaped by hand. Dry overnight completely. During candy-making golden age, homemade candy corn separated serious candy makers from casual bakers. Difficult recipe proving dedication, perfect triangles showing mastery. Simple ingredients transformed into iconic shape. 3 colors layered precisely. Texture softer, flavor richer than commercial versions. Effort creating superior product. Margaret's candy corn became legend. Neighbors begging for her secret. Recipe card copied and passed around, though few attempted the intensive labor. Every triangle proved skill. Halloween meaning craftsmanship. Treats made by hand tasting better than anything factories produced. Number 4. Rice Krispie Treat Pumpkins. They called them simple, but Rice Krispie Pumpkins were Halloween genius. This was familiar treat, transformed shaped, tinted orange, given personality with candy faces. 1960s, 1980s, when Rice Krispie Treats got Halloween makeovers. Cereal company recipes inspiring mothers nationwide. Simple technique, creating impressive results, perfect for school parties. Susan Miller formed 50 Pumpkins. October 30th, 1979, suburban Ohio, green food coloring for stems, orange for pumpkin bodies. Classroom party tomorrow, requiring 2 dozen treats. Melt marshmallows with butter, stir in Rice Krispies and orange food coloring. Shape into balls while warm, flatten slightly. Add green Tootsie Roll stem, draw faces with icing. During 1970s Halloween creativity boom, mothers competed for most impressive homemade treats. Rice Krispie Pumpkins, perfect balance, impressive looking but achievable, kids loving familiar cereal taste. Plain cereal transformed into Halloween characters, orange tint making them festive. Each pumpkin getting unique face, happy, scary, silly, personality in every treat. Susan's Pumpkins won classroom competition, other mothers adopting technique immediately, recipe spreading through elementary schools like playground game, each mom adding personal touches. Every pumpkin carried creativity, simple treat becoming special through shaping and decoration. Love shown in hand-formed details. Number 5. Candied Apples Red. This wasn't caramel. This was hard candy shell-glossy red, dangerous to make. Candied apples were Halloween's showstoppers, looking like poison but tasting like heaven. 1950s, 1970s primarily, when hard candy coating was status symbol. Challenging recipe requiring precise temperature control, successful batch proving mother's candy-making expertise. Betty Washington made 2 dozen candied apples. October 28, 1964. Detroit Kitchen, candy thermometer critical. Timing, everything. Church Bazaar, judging them tomorrow on appearance and taste. Wash apples, dry completely, insert sticks, boil sugar, corn syrup, and red food coloring to hard crack stage. Exactly. Dip each apple quickly, spin to remove excess. Cool on oiled surface. During mid-century Halloween, candied apples represented peak domesticity. Difficult technique separating accomplished homemakers from amateurs. Glossy red shells proving mastery. Fresh apples transformed into jeweled orbs. Hard candy shell cracking satisfyingly. Red coating looking almost artificial in its perfection. Dangerous heat creating beautiful results. Betty's apples won first prize. Other women studying her technique, asking questions about temperature, timing, achieving perfect gloss. Community learning from each other's successes. Every apple showed mastery. Halloween meaning, skill demonstration, beauty and danger combined in single treat. Number 6. Peanut Butter Fudge. They called it Easy Fudge, but peanut butter fudge was Halloween comfort. This was simple recipe producing rich result squares of creamy sweetness, perfect for trick-or-treaters. 1950s, 1980s, when fudge was expected Halloween offering. Multiple mothers making multiple batches. Neighborhood kids comparing whose mom's fudge was creamiest, most peanut buttery. Carol Jensen made 5 pounds of fudge, October 29, 1972. Minnesota Kitchen, cheap peanut butter and powdered sugar. Budget-friendly recipe feeding entire neighborhood without breaking bank. Mix peanut butter, butter, and vanilla. Add powdered sugar gradually until thick. Press into buttered pan. Chill until firm. cut into small squares, wrap individually in wax paper. During economic uncertain times, peanut butter fudge stretched Halloween budget. Inexpensive ingredients producing impressive quantity. Mothers feeding neighborhoods on dollars, not tens of dollars. Simple peanut butter transformed into elegant confection. Creamy texture, melting on tongue. Sweetness, balanced by peanut butter's richness. Few ingredients creating complex satisfaction. Carol's fudge became annual expectation. Kids specifically visiting her house, knowing she'd have fudge. Reputation built on consistent quality and generous portions. Every square demonstrated economy. Halloween, meaning feeding community despite tight budgets, love measured in quantity and consistency. Number 7. Molasses taffy. This wasn't just candy. This was arm workout. Molasses taffy required pulling strength, patience, and partner to help stretch until perfect texture achieved. 1950s, 1960s primarily, when taffy pulls were Halloween parties, families gathering to make candy together. Physical labor becoming social event, sticky fun replacing store-bought ease. Ruth Thompson hosted Taffy Pool, October 31st, 1959. Pennsylvania farmhouse, molasses bubbling, butter for greasing hands ready, neighbors arriving soon to pull together. Boil molasses, sugar, butter, and vinegar to hardball stage. Pour onto buttered surface, cool until handleable. Pull with buttered hands until light-colored and firm. Cut into pieces. During community-focused 50s, taffy pulls brought neighbors together. Halloween meaning shared work, pulling candy while gossiping, laughing, building relationships through sweet labor. Dark molasses transformed through pulling. Air incorporation, lightning color, and texture. Strong hands required, making it activity for multiple people. Physical effort creating superior candy. Ruth's annual taffy pull became neighborhood tradition. Same families attending yearly. Children learning technique from parents, continuing tradition through generations. Every piece required collaboration. Halloween meaning community working together. Treats literally pulled into existence by neighborhood effort. Number 8. Divinity candy. They called it heavenly, and divinity lived up to name. This was fluffy white clouds meringue candy requiring perfect conditions, proving mothers' patience and skill. 1950s, 1970s, when divinity appeared at every holiday, notoriously temperamental recipe working only in right humidity. Successful batch, conferring candy-making goddess status on maker. Eleanor Davis attempted divinity. October 26, 1966, low humidity day, Washington, D.C. recipe, wouldn't work if weather uncooperative. Halloween tea required perfect white candy. Beat egg whites stiff. Cook sugar syrup to hard ball stage. Pour slowly into whites while beating constantly. Beat until thick, add nuts, drop onto wax paper quickly. During vintage candy-making era, divinity separated confident cooks from nervous ones. Failure meant sticky mess. Success meant pristine white clouds tasting like sugared air. Simple egg whites transformed into clouds. Sugar syrup creating structure. Nuts adding crunch to otherwise ethereal texture. Weather determining whether magic happened. Eleanor's divinity achieved perfection. Women requesting her secret, she revealed truth, low humidity, and courage. Recipe spreading with weather warnings attached. Every piece showed confidence. Halloween meaning attempting difficult recipes, success tasting like achievement and sugar. Number 9. Decorated sugar cookies. This wasn't just baking cookies. This was edible art. Decorated sugar cookies required cutting, baking, cooling, frosting, decorating hours of labor, producing beautiful results. 1960s, 1980s, when decorated cookies dominated Halloween parties, mothers competing for most creative designs. Cookie decorating becoming competitive sport among suburban homemakers. Patricia Lee baked 10 dozen cookies. October 28, 1977, Southern California Halloween shapes cut out. Royal icing prepared in orange, black, and white. Make sugar cookie dough, chill thoroughly. Roll thin, cut Halloween-shaped pumpkins, ghosts, cats, witches. Bake until barely golden. Cool completely before decorating with royal icing. During crafting boom decades, decorated cookies represented domestic artistry. Instagram didn't exist, but kitchen table showcases did. Mothers displaying skills through edible canvases. Plain dough transformed into Halloween gallery, icing creating faces, details, personalities, each cookie unique artwork. simple shapes becoming elaborate through patient decoration. Patricia's cookies photographed for church cookbook. Other mothers studying her technique sizing consistency, piping tips, color combinations, competitive excellence driving innovation. Every cookie showed artistry. Halloween, meaning creative expression, love painted in royal icing details. Number 10. Chocolate-covered pretzels. They called them fancy, but chocolate pretzels were accessible elegance. This was Salt Sweet Perfection's Torbot pretzels, elevated through chocolate coating, easy enough for children's help. 1970s, 1980s, when chocolate dipping became popular home activity. Simple technique, producing impressive results. Perfect recipe for mother-child bonding while creating Halloween treats. Karen Martinez melted chocolate carefully. October 30th, 1980. Texas kitchen, daughter helping dip pretzels. Tomorrow's school party requiring homemade contribution from every family. Melt chocolate chips or almond bark. Dip pretzel rods or twists halfway. Place on wax paper. Add Halloween sprinkles immediately. Chill until hardened completely. During working mother era, chocolate pretzels balanced homemade appearance with time efficiency. Quick preparation meeting homemade expectation. Perfect compromise for busy families. Plain pretzels transformed into elegant treats. Chocolate coating, creating candy store appearance. Salt-sweet combination, satisfying multiple cravings. Professional-looking results from simple technique. Karen's daughter remembered making these forever. Tradition continuing when daughter had owned children. 3 generations dipping pretzels together every Halloween. Every pretzel showed practicality. Halloween, adapting to changing times. Love measured in achievable homemade efforts. Number 11. Candied popcorn colored. This wasn't plain popcorn balls. This was rainbow magic. Candied popcorn in Halloween colors orange-black, sometimes green, turning ordinary snack into festive treat. 1960s, 1980s, when food coloring transformed everything. Halloween popcorn getting color makeovers. Simple technique, creating impressive visual impact for parties. Beverly White made orange and black popcorn. October 29, 1974. Nebraska kitchen, 2 batches cooking simultaneously. Tomorrow's block party requiring color-coordinated contributions. Pop fresh popcorn, keep warm, cook sugar syrup with butter and food coloring, pour over popcorn, stir until coated. Spread on baking sheets to cool and harden. During color-obsessed 70s, matching food to holidays became standard. Orange and black popcorn, screaming Halloween. Visual presentation mattering as much as taste. White popcorn transformed into colored celebration. Shiny candy coating catching light. Halloween colors making ordinary snack special occasion food. Simple dyeing creating festive atmosphere. Beverly's color-coordinated popcorn photographed for local newspaper. Halloween party feature showcasing creative homemakers. Technique spreading through women's magazines and word of mouth. Every kernel showed festivity. Halloween meaning visual celebration, love demonstrated through color coordination. Number 12. Apple cider donuts. This wasn't bakery product, this was autumn essence fried. Apple cider donuts captured entire season spiced, tender, dusted with cinnamon sugar, tasting like October itself. 1950s, 1970s particularly, when homemade donuts were a weekend project. Apple orchards selling fresh cider, inspiring mothers to create seasonal specialties. Halloween parties featuring still warm donuts. Martha Green fried 6 dozen donuts, October 30th, 1970. Tomorrow's harvest party, needing authentic autumn treats. Reduce apple cider to concentrate flavor. Mix into cake donut batter with spices. Fry in hot oil until golden. Roll immediately in cinnamon sugar mixture. While warm, during New England autumn traditions, cider donuts represented harvest celebration. Halloween, merging with apple season perfectly. Fresh cider transforming into pastry form. Liquid cider transformed into solid comfort. Frying creating crispy exterior, tender interior. Cinnamon sugar coating adding sweetness and texture. Every bite tasting like apple orchard. Martha's donuts served warm at party. Adults and children agreeing these beat any bakery version. Recipe guarded, but eventually shared with persistent friends. Every donut captured season. Halloween tasting like autumn, love served fresh and warm from home fryer. Number 13. Pumpkin cookies. They called them cake-like, and pumpkin cookies were soft comfort. This was Halloween in cookie, form spiced, orange, tender, topped with cream cheese frosting. 1960s, 1980s, when pumpkin infiltrated every October recipe. Cookies, softer than traditional crispy ones. Frosting, elevating them to special occasion status beyond everyday cookies. Diane Foster baked 8 dozen cookies. October 28, 1976. Oregon Kitchen, canned pumpkin and warm spices. School bake sale tomorrow, requiring impressive homemade contribution. Cream butter and sugar, add pumpkin puree and egg. Mix in flour, spices, baking powder. Drop onto sheets, bake until set. Cool completely, frost with cream cheese frosting. During pumpkin's rise to seasonal dominance, these cookies represented autumn flavor explosion. Soft texture, different from crispy Halloween cookies. Frosting making them party-worthy. Canned pumpkin transformed into tender cookies. Spices creating warmth, cream cheese frosting adding tang and richness. Soft cookies feeling almost like small cakes. Diane's cookies sold out first at bake sale. Recipe requested by dozen mothers, pumpkin cookies becoming October standard across elementary schools. Every cookie tasted like Halloween, pumpkin and spice, defining season. Love baked into soft frosted comfort. Number 14, haystack cookies. This wasn't baking, this was melting and shaping. Haystacked cookies required no oven, perfect for children helping, quick to make, looking impressively complex. 1960s, 1980s, when no-bake cookies revolutionized home candy making. Butterscotch chips and chow mein noodles creating unexpected texture combination. Easy recipe, empowering young cooks. Janet Kim made haystacks with her daughter. October 30th, 1978, California kitchen, 9-year-old stirring carefully. Girl Scout troop party tomorrow, requiring each girl's homemade contribution. Melt butterscotch chips with peanut butter. Stir in chow mein noodles until coated. Drop spoonfuls onto wax paper and cool until hardened completely. Store in airtight container. During convenience food era, nobake recipes celebrated time-saving. Homemade, without extensive labor, perfect balance between scratch-made and practical for busy families. Butterscotch transformed noodles into candy, crunchy texture mimicking real haystacks. Sweet coating, making savory noodles dessert. Odd combination. Janet's daughter remembered making these forever. Recipe becoming her go-to when raising own children. 3 generations of women making haystacks together. Every haystack showed practicality. Halloween, including children in creation. Love teaching through simple recipes children could master. Number 15, homemade peanut brittle. They called it grandma candy, and peanut brittle was Halloween classic. This was chemistry lesson sugar, reaching exact temperature, creating glass-like sheets dotted with peanuts. 1950s, 1970s primarily, when brittle making proved candy expertise. Precise temperature control required. Successful batch, thin, crispy, golden, practically professional quality. Helen Murphy made peanut brittle carefully. October 27, 1965. Iowa kitchen candy thermometer watched obsessively, timing everything, temperature, everything, experience guiding decisions. Cook sugar and corn syrup to hard crack stage, stir in peanuts and butter, add baking soda, stir vigorously, pour thin onto buttered surface, cool completely, break into pieces. During home candy-making golden age, peanut brittles separated experienced candy makers from novices. Burnt batch meant starting over. Perfect batch meant golden, thin, crispy achievement. Sugar transformed into amber glass. Peanuts suspended throughout. Baking soda creating tiny air bubbles, ensuring crispness. Science creating candy perfection. Helen's brittle requested yearly. Neighbors waiting for her annual batch. Recipe shared, but results varying her experience, making difference between good and legendary. Every piece showed expertise. Halloween meaning demonstrated skill. Love cracking between teeth like brittle perfection. Number 16. Homemade toffee. This wasn't store-bought. This was butter and sugar alchemy. Homemade toffee required confidence burning point close to perfect point, timing critical, coating technique essential. 1960s, 1980s, when toffee appeared at holiday gatherings. English toffee with chocolate and nuts, impressing guests. Difficult recipe, proving dedication and skill simultaneously. Virginia Thompson made English toffee. October 26, 1969. Maryland kitchen, butter and sugar, bubbling dangerously. Halloween tea tomorrow, requiring impressive homemade confections. Cook butter and sugar to hard crack stage, stirring constantly. Pour onto buttered surface, cool slightly. Spread melted chocolate on top, sprinkle with chopped nuts. Break when hardened. During entertaining focused decades, impressive homemade candy elevated hostess status, toffee with chocolate looking professional, taste surpassing anything commercially available. Butter and sugar transformed into brittle candy. Chocolate coating, adding richness. Nuts providing crunch and sophistication. Simple ingredients, creating complex, elegant result. Virginia's toffee became her signature. Women requesting recipe but often failing her experience and confidence making crucial difference. Success requiring practice and courage, every piece showed confidence. Halloween meaning mastery, demonstration, love cooked to exact moment between perfect and burnt. Number 17. Marshmallow Ghosts. They called them cute, and marshmallow ghosts were Halloween perfection. This was simple creativity, white marshmallows becoming spooky decorations, lollipop sticks making them portable. 1970s, 1980s primarily, when cute Halloween replaced scary Halloween. Marshmallow ghosts, perfect for young children. Simple craft meeting treat, decoration doubling as candy. Sharon Davis made 50 ghosts. October 30th, 1982. Florida Kitchen, daughter drawing faces with marker. Preschool party tomorrow, requiring nut-free toddler-safe treats. Insert lollipop stick into large marshmallow. Draw a ghost face with black food marker. Wrap with white tissue paper or leave plain. Simple, quick, allergen-friendly treats. During increasing allergy awareness era, marshmallow ghosts solved multiple problems. Nut-free, quick to make, child-friendly in appearance and taste. Perfect modern Halloween solution. Plain marshmallows transformed into characters. Simple faces creating personality. Each ghost unique despite identical construction. Creativity within simplicity. Sharon's ghosts became classroom hit. Other mothers adopting technique immediately. Simple solution, spreading through parent networks rapidly. Every ghost showed adaptation. Halloween, evolving with safety concerns. Love creating safe, inclusive treats every child could enjoy. Number 18. Chocolate Fudge Squares. This wasn't complicated fudge. This was foolproof chocolate condensed milk making failure, nearly impossible. Chocolate fudge feeding crowds without candy, thermometer stress. 1950s, 1980s, when condensed milk fudge revolutionized home candy making. Easy recipe producing, reliable results. Perfect for nervous candy makers wanting homemade without thermometer anxiety. Mary Rodriguez made 10 pounds of fudge. October 29, 1973, Texas Kitchen, chocolate chips and condensed milk. Husband's workplace party requiring enough treats for 50 coworkers. Melt chocolate chips with sweetened condensed milk. Add vanilla and nuts if desired. Pour into buttered pan, chill until firm. Cut into small squares, store in layers. During reliability-focused era, foolproof recipes gained popularity. Working mothers needing guaranteed success. Condensed milk, eliminating temperature variables, ensuring consistent results. Chocolate transformed into smooth fudge. Condensed milk, providing creaminess and foolproof texture. Simple melting, replacing complicated candy making. Accessible technique, democratizing homemade fudge. Mary's Fudge, praised by coworkers. Recipe requested and shared freely, no secret techniques. Just reliable method anyone could master successfully. Every square showed accessibility. Halloween becoming achievable for busy families. Love made simple without sacrificing homemade quality. Number 19. Caramel corn. They called it addictive, and caramel corn was impossible to stop eating. This was movie theater elevated buttery, sweet, crunchy, better than any commercial version. 1960s, 1980s, when homemade caramel corn surpassed store-bought. Mothers making batches for parties, gifts, and trick-or-treaters. Simple technique, producing professional quality results. Barbara Wilson made 5 batches. October 28, 1981. Illinois Kitchen, popcorn popping continuously. Halloween party tomorrow plus bags for neighborhood trick-or-treaters requiring massive quantity. Pop fresh corn, keep warm in oven. Cook butter, brown sugar, and corn syrup. Add baking soda, pour over popcorn. Bake low temperature, stirring occasionally. Cool, break apart. During snack food popularity boom, homemade versions competed with commercial caramel corn, proving homemade superiority. Fresh, butterier, more addictive than anything purchased. Plain popcorn transformed into candy-coated addiction. Baking, setting caramel, creating crunch. Baking soda, making coating lighter, crispier. Science improving on simple candy corn. Barbara's caramel corn legendary in neighborhood kids, specifically Tricor treating her house for coveted bags. Annual tradition making her house Halloween destination. Every kernel showed dedication. Halloween meaning marathon cooking sessions, love measured in pounds produced and hands cramped. Number 20. Jacko Lantern Pops, Cookie Pops. This wasn't just cookies. This was cookies on sticks. Combining cookie, frosting, and lollipop concept, portable, fun, impressive-looking treats. 1970s, 1980s, when creative presentation became important. Cookies evolving beyond plate service, sticks making treats portable for parties, parades, and tri-court treating. Linda Anderson made 4 dozen cookie pops. October 29, 1979. Michigan kitchen, lollipop sticks, inserted before baking. Daughter's classroom party requiring creative, homemade treats. Make sugar cookie dough, roll thick. Cut pumpkin shapes, insert stick, before baking. Bake until set, but not brown. Cool, frost with orange icing, add black details. During creative cooking boom, presentation mattered as much as taste. Cookie pops, looking professional. Sticks solving serving plate problems at crowded parties. Flat cookies transformed into handheld art. Sticks adding functionality and fun, each pop individually decorated, creating cookie bouquet effect. Practical innovation meeting creativity. Linda's Cookie Pops, photographed by other mothers. Technique spreading through PTA meetings, simple innovation changing how cookies were presented and consumed. Every pop showed innovation. Halloween adapting to portable party culture. Love creating functional beauty on sticks. Number 21. Candied nuts, cinnamon sugar. They called them addictive, and candied nuts were impossible to stop eating. This was sophisticated Snacklemans or pecans coated in cinnamon sugar. Elegant and Halloween appropriate. 1960s, 1980s, when nuts became party food. Simple coating technique, elevating inexpensive nuts to elegant status. Perfect adult Halloween treat, balancing sweet and sophisticated. Nancy Parker made spiced pecans. October 27, 1967. Georgia Kitchen, local pecans from neighbor's tree. Adult Halloween party tomorrow requiring elegant homemade offerings. Beat egg white until frothy. Toss nuts in egg white. Mix cinnamon and sugar. Coat nuts thoroughly. Spread on baking sheet. Bake until dry and fragrant. During adult entertaining renaissance, Halloween parties needed sophisticated options. Candied nuts, perfect balance, homemade, elegant, not childish candy. Adult treat for adult gatherings. Plain nuts, transformed into glazed treats. Cinnamon sugar, creating crispy coating. Baking, setting glaze, intensifying flavors. Simple technique, producing elegant results. Nancy's pecans became annual expectation. Adults preferring them over candy. Recipes spreading through bridge clubs and cocktail party circuits. Every nut showed sophistication. Halloween, including adults too, love creating treats for grown-up celebrations. Number 22. Homemade lollipops. This wasn't store-bought candy. This was molded sugar art. Homemade lollipops required molds, precise temperature, food coloring crafted candy on sticks. 1970s, 1980s primarily, when specialty molds became available to home cooks. Halloween shapes, ghosts, pumpkins, witches, homemade lollipops rivaling commercial versions in appearance. Peggy Nelson made 3 dozen lollipops. October 28, 1976. Wisconsin Kitchen, special Halloween molds purchased from craft store. Daughter's birthday party tomorrow requiring special treats. Cook sugar, corn syrup, and water to hard crack stage. Add food coloring and flavoring. Pour into greased molds, insert sticks immediately. Cool completely before removing. During craft boom decades, specialized tools made advanced techniques accessible. Lollipop molds bringing candy making within reach, homemade rivaling professional in appearance. Clear sugar syrup transformed into colored glass, molds creating perfect shapes, sticks making them portable, science and art creating candy perfection. Peggy's lollipops looked professional. Party guests amazed they were homemade, technique spreading through craft circles and mother networks. Every lollipop showed craftsmanship. Halloween meaning learning new skills. Love poured into precise molds with perfect temperatures. Number 23, chocolate popcorn, they called it, upgraded. And chocolate popcorn was sophisticated simplicity. This was popcorn ball's elegant cousin drizzled chocolate creating candy shop appearance with home effort. 1970s, 1980s, when chocolate drizzling became popular decoration technique. Simple addition, elevating plain popcorn to elegant status. Movie theater meets candy store in home kitchen. Teresa Lopez drizzled chocolate carefully. October 30th, 1980, California kitchen, melted chocolate in piping bag. Tomorrow's school carnival, requiring donation of homemade treats, pop fresh popcorn, spread on baking sheets, melt chocolate chips, transfer to piping bag or plastic bag with corner cut, drizzle over popcorn, chill until hardened. During presentation-focused era, drizzling added visual appeal without complicating recipes. Chocolate stripes, looking professional, simple technique creating impressive results for parties. Plain popcorn transformed into elegant treat. Chocolate drizzle adding sophistication. Salt-sweet combination, satisfying multiple cravings. Visual appeal, matching taste. Teresa's chocolate popcorn won carnival contest. Other mothers requesting technique demonstration. Simple method spreading rapidly through school parent groups. Every drizzle showed elegance. Halloween treating becoming art, love shown through careful chocolate patterns. Number 24. Maple candy leaves. This wasn't artificial maple, this was real Vermont syrup transformed. Maple candy required pure syrup, precise temperature, seasonal molds New England autumn in candy form, 1950s, 1970s primarily in maple producing regions. Halloween coinciding with fall foliage and maple harvest, local syrup becoming local candy, seasonal and authentic. Ruth Bennett made maple leaves. October 29, 1962, Vermont kitchen, pure maple syrup from family trees. Neighbors expecting her annual maple candy every Halloween, boil pure maple syrup to softball stage. Remove from heat, stir until thick and cloudy. Pour quickly into greased leaf molds. Cool completely before unmolding. During regional pride era, local ingredients mattered. Maple candy representing Vermont identity. Halloween treat showcasing local harvest and candy-making heritage. Liquid syrup transformed into solid candy. Stirring creating crystalline texture. Leaf shapes celebrating autumn. Pure ingredients creating pure maple flavor. Ruth's maple leaves became neighborhood tradition. Out-hive state relatives requesting them by mail. Regional specialty representing place and season perfectly. Every leaf tasted like Vermont. Halloween celebrating local harvest. Love poured from local trees into local molds. Number 25. Monster Mix Trail Mix. They called it healthy. And Monster Mix was Halloween compromise. This was practical treat nuts, raisins, M&Ms, pretzels energy food, disguised as candy. Late 1970s, 1980s, when health consciousness met Halloween. Mothers wanting to provide better options than pure candy. Trail Mix getting Halloween makeover through packaging and naming. Christine Moore bagged Monster Mix. October 30th, 1983. Colorado kitchen, individual bags for entire classroom. Health-conscious decade requiring compromise between fun and nutrition. Mix peanuts, raisins, chocolate chips or M&Ms, pretzels, and sunflower seeds. Add Halloween-colored candies for festivity. Package in small bags with monster face stickers. During health food movement beginning, Halloween treating evolved toward nutrition awareness. Monster Mix bridging gap between candy and healthy snack. Parents appreciating, kids tolerating. Simple ingredients transformed through creative packaging. Monster name making health food fun. Individual bags solving portion control. Compromise satisfying multiple requirements. Christine's Monster Mix became classroom standard. Other mothers copying concept immediately. Healthy Halloween options spreading through progressive parent groups. Every bag showed evolution. Halloween adapting to changing values. Love balancing nutrition and fun. These 25 homemade treats tell Halloween's real story before 1982, not story of factory candy and plastic packaging. The story of mothers spending days creating magic for neighborhood kids before the poisoning scares, before the razor blade myths, before stranger danger killed homemade Halloween, when every kitchen became candy shop every October. These treats survived in memory because they tasted like childhood, because popcorn balls meant Mrs. Henderson cared, because caramel apples meant autumn and community. This isn't just candy history. This is when Halloween meant mothers' hands cramping from wrapping treats. When neighborhoods trusted each other, when homemade meant better, not dangerous, that's what we lost when fear replaced community trust. If you remember receiving these treats, if your mom made popcorn balls every year, if you miss Halloween before corporations took over, share this video. Subscribe to keep these memories alive. Make one of these recipes. Show your kids what Halloween used to taste like, because some traditions deserve reviving. Some fears deserve questioning. Some Halloween magic belongs in kitchens, not factories, made with sticky hands, wrapped with care. Given with names attached, that's Halloween worth remembering.